Onyxcoin XCN has jumped up almost 1800% in the last month, so let's discuss what I see on the chart and what I can see moving forward going into 2025. My name is EQ and I've helped over 1,300 people learn how to trade since 2021. And before we get into this video, none of this is financial advice. I'm not paid by the Onyxcoin or XCN team in any way, and I'm currently not invested in XCN at the making of this video. So at the end of the day, this is a non-biased video. First thing is first, Onyxcoin ranked 105th on CoinGecko.com, sitting at 3 cents. Market cap of 1.1 billion, circulating supply of 31.8 billion, total and max supply of 48.2 billion, which means it's finite, it's deflationary. The majority of the supply is out, but there's still a little bit of room for dilution. Now, if you're looking at the max chart, you can see that this was created in 2022, so this is the first bull run for a project like this. So if you're looking at it from an upside perspective, we're up at about 3 cents currently, and even in the bear market, this tested to about the 17 to 18 cent range. So even if this did want to test the range highs from 2022, it could hit a 6x move, and then from that point, it's going to go into price discovery mode. But considering that this is the first bull run for this project, if it really wants to go parabolic, it could. Currently, Onyxcoin is working on Ethereum, Binance, and Base ecosystem. You can see here that trading activity is concentrated on Coinbase, which accounts for over 37% of XCN's total value. And it's listed as a layer 1 proof of stake, Pantera, which means that's institutional money, which is going to make sense as we get through this video, and made in USA, which means that there could potentially be 0% capital gains tax on this. Now, going through the website, it's nothing fancy. It is a good website, but it isn't anything that would stick out to me being anything special or game-changing in the space. It's more of a governance and lending token. So really the backbone of this is you're able to stake XCN tokens, and the reason why it's probably getting so much popularity is that there's a 28% APR, and 28% is very high, as you can imagine. So the people that are in right now that are, let's say, up 10x on their trades and the money that they put in from the beginning are also up 10x on their staking rewards. But yeah, you are able to stake XCN, you're able to swap and farm with Ethereum as well, and some other assets. So there's a lot that can happen with this, especially when money starts to flow into the crypto space at a high rate. And considering that they're giving this high of an APR, but this is always something to watch out for in general. Now, another thing that strikes me as interesting is that on their CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, it doesn't show TVL, total value locked. You will normally find that on projects that kind of offer DeFi, staking, lending, things like that. You don't see that yet. And I think one of those major reasons is that they have a $1.1 billion market cap. And from what I see here, there's only 84 million that's actually staked, and the total treasury is only worth about 147 million, which means that the market cap is 10 times more inflated than the actual value of the money that's in the project. So let's say someone wanted to take out a 10 or $20 million investment, aka Pantera, for example, that potentially would take out 20% of the total value locked, and that would significantly impact price. And I'm not saying that these things are going to happen today, tomorrow, the next day, but it's always something to keep in mind as you're looking at something like this long term. The higher the APY and the APR, the riskier it's going to be as an asset to stake. You'll see this with more projects as you get into the bull run. Sometimes you'll see staking APRs that go up to like 150% sometimes. It's really just to bait people to put their money in, and there's going to be a lock-in period as well. And that by the time you're able to get that money out, it's already too late because the big players that got in very early are already securing their profits. By the way, if you want to come trade with me or get access to the EPIQ Trading Floor, there is one spot left before price goes up. So if you want to grab that spot, you can click the link that's tagged above, or you can click the link in the description, and it'll give you access to the academy, the community, the buy and sell signals, the mobile app, everything. Now, looking at this from a trading perspective, you can see lower highs are being created. You can see that we are rejecting and hitting the LRC as a resistance, which is a major resistance. So in my opinion, I think that this is overbought, especially considering that this is still up about 1,200% within this month, basically within the last almost 2 weeks. That's an insane amount of growth in a 2 to 3 week period. So something like this, I would consider overbought. Now you can see this uptrending support that I marked with this white line. I would love to see this retrace down and potentially test back into the golden pocket or even the epic golden pocket. You see this line that I have marked here. Technically, this is a range as well. So anywhere in this zone, hypothetically, if we wanted to drop down to here, I would like that retracement and that support. And if we held that as a support, it would be a nice potential dollar cost averaging situation for me if I was looking at this, because that's a major SR flip or support and resistance flip, which was once resistance turned into a support. From there, you could easily see price potentially push up to take profit 2 to take profit 3, which is going to be about the 7 to 9 cent range. And then that's going to basically get you halfway up to the all-time high, which is the range high from 2022. So all in all, it's definitely a riskier play in general, and you definitely want to watch out for those potential downsides and risk, because there is the risk associated with it if price does want to pull down a little bit. And there's also the risk associated with anyone that wants to pull out from the staking, knowing that there's not that much money total staked and not that much in relative terms in the total treasury. A lot of times you want to see the other direction, where the market cap is 1 billion and then the total value locked is 10 billion. That's kind of something that you would like to see from something that has a total value locked, especially with staking and treasury. But who knows, maybe this will go up pretty fast in the next few months if money starts to inflow into Bitcoin and Ethereum and Binance and so on and so forth. That'll wrap up the video for today. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure to hit that subscribe or follow button depending on wherever you're watching this video. If you haven't checked out the EPIQ Trading Floor, go do that. You can get access for free for 3 days. I hope everyone has an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you're tuning in the world, and I'll see you in the next video.